Hey, Crystal. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right there. Random, what are you doing? Random, get down, please. Random. Thank you for taking care of the baby, aka Luna. That's not the one I want. I wrote down stuff for tonight. I was trying to figure out what journal I put it in. I can't remember. But I just gotta get everybody shouted out. Not shouted out. I gotta get things shared real quick. And then we can begin. I'm sorry I'm late. I was a little on the lazy side of getting crap put together. But we did do all the slides last night. I was just taking my sweet time and making sure everything looked great. So I'm so sorry that I am late though. I am here. And for that, we're going to snooze ads for like the next 5 minutes. But hello, welcome everyone. We are live for session number 4. I had to look back and be like, session 4? Really? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's session number 4. You can be late if you want. Yeah, no, it's my party, right? Not really a party, but you get the idea. But we're live. Hello, everyone. Let me go ahead. We're going to do this here. Yes, we are. I couldn't believe it. I actually had to double check and look because I'm like, holy crap. We're 4 sessions in to our World Forge Wednesday of Val'Astryx. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Tonight, of course, as you can see is the title, Random, I Love You. But you're either going to be up with me or you're going to be elsewhere. Because I'm not going to have you in other spots. Oh, you want to be right there? Is that what you want to do? Okay, I think. Hold on a second. She's thinking. Hello, everyone. Hi. I hope everybody's doing well. Hi, baby. Come here. Come love on mom. Come here. Come love on mama. This is what she's been doing today. Random work with your mom, please. I know. Is mom being a little bit pushy tonight? Are we? But anyways, random kitty here. She is my little co-companion with these sessions lately. So she's just going to sit here, take up my left arm. Tonight we're going to be discussing the streets, the hearths, and the secrets for Val'Astryx. We're going to be working on the capitals for Trenavar, Thrisvale, and Black Weld. You did not. Did you just knock something over? Huh? She scared me. I thought she knocked over my Olipop. And then I totally realized I have it right here on this side. Like, come on, really? I am so sorry. I am all over the place right now. I for a second, I kid you not, thought she just took her paw and went to my Olipop. I would have been so disappointed in her. I still love you. But anyways, hello. Hi. For those that are new, I am Mama Bear Gaming. We are live tonight. We are going in to do session 4 out of 7 or 8. I don't have it quite down. Don't have it quite down yet on whether doing 7 or 8. I know 8 would be the maximum I would love to do and everything. But that's like my cutoff right there. But yeah, so tonight, that is what we're doing. We did get a little off the rails last week, so I do have some hard guardrails to go over. I want to try and keep to things as much as possible tonight. I know last week we got in discussions about flamethrowers and all kinds of other things, and I have to go and now plan how to almost a TPK everybody. So, just because of that one person. That one person in my D&D group. Not mentioning names, because if you were here for that session, you would know who I'm talking about. I gotta take my hair down. My hair down has been up all day, out of the way. It's gotta be down now. Gotta have it down. And hoping, knock on wood, my maintenance crew, my maintenance peeps in my apartment building replaced the smoke detector. So tonight we're not gonna hear beep beep, smoke detector error. And then I have to go and reset it in the middle of stream so that my kids can sleep. But yes, so I am going to put it in our chat, Crystal, that I'm live for session 4. See if we get any feelers and whatnot. So you guys, if you knew who it was that was being a little shit about that, they don't know what they've got coming to me here, to them, not to me, to them. Also, I am working on getting session 1 uploaded onto YouTube. I think I have it set up where I can just do a command, I think. Yeah, your Firebug friend. If not, I'm going to go create one. I have a timer, but I don't have a command. Excuse me. What's wrong with me? Normally I have both. I normally have both, but you know what? We're gonna fix that before we hop on in. New command. Social. And then, I know, it's no command. I usually have one. I am so mad at myself. But this is what I get for changing computers and getting a new big boy. All right. I fixed it. Now we should be able to. I'm going to test it. Let me test it, Crystal. I am the streamer. Bloop, bloop. Yay, new command. There we go. For those that don't know, I will be putting these out on YouTube. I'm working on currently getting session number 1 up and going, and then I'll be doing the same for 2 and 3 and then 4 once we're done with this tonight. But anywho, tonight we're going to be talking about the streets, hearths, and secrets of Val'Astryx. So primary objectives is we're going to be working on the major cities of the 3 continents that we did discuss last week. So we did go through Threnevar, Thrisvale, and Blackweld on all of their, I guess, what would be the right way to call it? I'm trying to think how to call it. Call it. It's all in the lore library, I think. Or, hooty hoo! Ah, yes. The Crown's councils and consequences. So essentially, who's ruling each continent and everything? Are they a mage council? Are they elder council? Are they this, that, and the other thing? That is all there in the Chaos Coven Discord if you want to go ahead and join there. And let's see what we can do from there. Why is it not letting me do what I want it to do? Checks complete, nothing found. Oh, my nose. My nose tonight, man. I decided to try snootings. But yes, so we'll get that done by the end of the night. But we're gonna be discussing all of the fun stuff after ads, of course. For those that are not in ads and that you are in chat, welcome. We're going to be discussing the primary outcomes, the major cities, including the starter town. We're going to be naming a lot of the starter town tonight. I am going to be providing town names, population, all that fun stuff. Going into ads. Gotcha. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go next. Next. Let's see. I don't want custom files. I want all files. I want all of them. Show them to me. Oh, I can make it an image, bitch. Sorry. Sorry for the pastiness, too. Holy shnikes. Let's see. We're going to download this. And go from there. And we're going to PNG it. We're going to download that, please. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just going to get some last minute things entered in so that I can have, you know, that stuff ready to go. Hooty hoo! Oh, you fuck nut. Sorry, guys. I'm going through hard times right now. Hooty hoo! There we go. Okay, got that to go in. Okay, that's all good. All right, are we back from ads, by the way? We are back. Okay. All right, we're gonna hoppity hop right on in. Back, woohoo! All right, let's see. So, we are gonna go through the hard guardrails for the session. Every settlement must have a vibe, a purpose, a secret. Oh, excuse me. No city is perfect. The starter town must be safe enough, meaning it's not gonna, like, they're not gonna get TPK'd, like, right away. We're not gonna go in immediately big bad. That would be so unethical. So unethical, man. So unethical. And then we have to try and make it interesting immediately but fun. That would be funny. Yes. Would be funny, but it would be unethical AF. It would be. It'd be very funny, but unethical. That's when I say, backup characters, everybody. Backup. I know you would laugh. Everyone would be like, fuck this, I'm done. Kind of thing. Screw this. I'm out. Kind of thing. But yes, so, and it's something that's going to be easily to return to. So, like, towards the end of, say, like, like, as soon as you guys reach, like, level 5, you have to return to whatever this village is going to be called, and go from there about doing so. But yeah, let's go ahead and hippity hop right on in. So the map context, what's highlighted is what we will be covering tonight. So we're also, first thing, we're going to cover Threnovar. And this dot that's right here is going to be the spot where it all begins. The whole campaign, that little dot there, that is going to be the starter town that we'll be starting in here. Then, of course, we're going to go travel through the Forgotten Forest, which is here, and learn more about what you're supposed to be doing and what's at stake. Oh, thank you for trading Luna Crystal again. And then we're going to go up to this part here, which I'm going to have like some kind of settlement and everything. So starter town, this will be a settlement here. So this we're not going to worry about till like probably halfway through stream. So, yeah. I times two when she's about to say she's hungry. I know, it's so horrible sometimes. But then we're going to go up here. So settlement number 1 is what we'll be focusing on up here. We're going to meet one of the first big bads. It's not a really big bad. It's part of the BBEG, but not the BBEG itself, obviously. So players are going to be here, and then they're going to get rescued by the Grand Druid, which is a protagonistic NPC that I am creating right now. Kind of like a Gandalf the Grey type deal, then going into Gandalf the White somewhere towards middle or towards end of the campaign kind of deal. Not exactly, but it was an inspiration of the Grand Druid. Then you're gonna be rescued, or my players are gonna be rescued, and they will land in Thrysvale. They're gonna learn about Blackweld, and find the next clues into the mission to ending whatever it is that it's gonna unfold. The travel to Blackweld, they'll meet the BBEG. No combat with them, but somebody else is gonna intervene in the honor of the BBEG. So that is that there. That's the start of it. So for each of these places, we do need to know things for Threnovar, where we're starting at that first settlement there. We do need to know, what is the city famous for? Oh, and give me a second and I can name you guys. Name off the city, because of course I'm the one that's going to be providing it. Of course, I wrote the name, but I did not write down in my notes. And I have it here in my Google Doc. I just got to get to it here. It's just going to take me a second. Oh. Copulation. So the name of Threnovar's capital is called Silvaras. So it's spelled Sylvaras. Silvaras. And of course we look for like one visual detail of this settlement. This city, if you will. So population, of course, we have Threnovar's Silvaras set to a population of about like 400 100. I have a new pen. Why did I not take the little stupid... You know how they have, like, the little things at the tips that prevent you from writing with them? Like, seriously? Come on now. So we're going to say Silvoras has about 400 residents, which fluctuates, of course, seasonally because of refugees from the surrounding areas, druids, and traders that pass through. If you think about it, there's one visual detail I like to give is like homes are grown from like living trees. Their doors shaped from bent roots and their windows framed by glowing moss around it that softly like illuminates the streets at dusk. So essentially there's no torches needed. So that is how we're going to describe a Silvaras for Threnavar. What we do need to know is, what is the city essentially famous for? What do you think in the eyes of Threnavar, which is like this refugee nation essentially because of the Necromancer King and what happened at the High Kingdom of Osirium? Not Osirium. Osirium. Jeez, I do not know my own world. You would think I would know by now, right? Cheese and rice. Yeah, Osirium. I was right. I knew what I was talking about. So there is that. We need to know, is it old stone or considered some new growth? And does it feel welcoming? Let's see. The next next city or capital that I'm going to put out, I'm going to put all the names out at the table. I'm going to describe them. And go from there. Let's see. So if you think about it, that main island is pretty big. It looks small, Thrisvale, but it's pretty big when you think about it. Now, this one is going to have, like, you know what, we'll say like 1,000 residents. All right for me. Come on. What is your deal? There we go. 1,000 residents. That consists of mages, scholars, artificers, apprentices, sky sailors, and a rotating influx of refugees and familiars. That is what we're going to have for Thrisvale. I like the fact there's going to be some artificers on the island. And then the one visual detail that I have for everybody, if you think about it, like the entire districts hang beneath the main spires on chains of ruined light. Yeah. So slowly drifting and realigning as the city's levitation compensates. Buildings gently sway and locals walk with practiced balance while visitors grip railings for dear life. So when I was thinking about how we're going to have that concealment thing, I also thought of like that levitation of like the city just gently swaying, like have like the houses and the little market square and everything, you know, like just gently swaying, and then here's you guys trying to grab onto things as you're trying to practice on having your balance while being on this floating island. So I thought that would be pretty freaking cool. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. Yes. Let's see. Yes, so we have that there. Let's see. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna up Silvaras to 1200. We have 1000 for Thressvale. And then we're also going to discuss the capital for Blackweld is Gravenhold or Gravenhold. Is what we're gonna be setting in stone. Now, of course, Blackweld is going to be one of the bigger continents, just simply because of the fact a lot of it is clergy, enforcers, penitents, an uncounted number of imprisoned souls in Blackweld. Blackweld is that one that's run by a ruthless theocracy, is how we figure to word that out. It is a large nation, so it's going to have a large number of residents compared to Threnavar and whatnot. But for the whole country, we're going to have like 85,000 for Blackweld, which would bring for Grovenhold, I'm probably going to put like around 1,200. 12 to 1,300 is what I think I'll do. And of course, there's big swells during like human convocations, inquisitions, public rights. This does include obviously the clergy, the enforcers, the people that are penitent. And like I said, the uncounted number of imprisoned lost souls. Yes. Penance and excuse me. I should not be yawning at this time of night. It's only 7:47. But today was really grueling at work today too, so that don't help me much either. It's just so much busy today. So much busy. It was so busy. But yeah, so that is what we have for each of the capital cities. But what I would like to know is, what do you guys think Silvaras in Threnavar, what is that capital? What is that city like famous for? I'm cold. I don't feel like that heater's doing anything. My hands are cold at least. Everything else is just right. You know? Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go make sure that the kids are all good. Last I knew that they were, but they're a little on the quiet side, so I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna be right back, guys. All right, I am back. They are good. They are quiet because one's having a snack and watching TV, and the other one's doing the settle down time. So, no wonder why they are quiet. Oh, I need to talk to you about some things with my character before I get too attached to the idea. Crystal, why don't you go ahead, and you can DM me and ask me if you'd like. Excuse me. So sorry, guys. Yeah, if you want to hit me up in DMs, let me know about that. But yes, so I want to know, guys, what is Silveras famous for? So I've got a couple of things. Zephyr wants to walk. Of course, Zephyr always wants to walk. The sweet boy. The sweet boy. So Silveras is quietly legendary in Threnavar. The kind of place that people don't brag about, they trust. I make a couple of bullet points kind of deal. So like the first one is Silveras is famous for like living wards and like root magic. Um it's I guess you could say it's kind of renowned for ancient root wards, protective druidic enhancements woven directly into massive tree roots beneath and throughout the town. Of course, those wards subtly turn like predators away, cause the hostile magic to like misfire or fizzle. And it makes the town keyword nearly impossible to find for those with violent intent. Another thing I could put in there is it's a refuge of the quietly powerful. If you think about it, Silveras is like a safe haven for druids and hedge mazes, spiritual refugees, fleeing Blackweld or like the necromancers like reach. Many residents that live in Silveras, they may appear to be like humble, like little like herbalists or woodcutters or like brewers. But a surprise, like if you think about it, a big number of them is probably like retired adventurers. Um, Some residents could also be like powerful spellcasters. They're just lying like very low, like on the DL, kind of thing, and no one like really ask or inquire any further unless they're invited to by that specific person. The other one that I have two. I have that. I'm playing with my nose ring now. A root, kind of like root wines and verdant tonics. Kind of if you think about it as a trade post type way, where it produces the root wine and restorative tonics that grow from like the fungi and sap harvested from those warded roots that I mentioned earlier. So it's kind of like on the mild magic side. They're really sought after through all over Threnavar. And it's ineffective or bitterly toxic if taken beyond the land's blessing. And then if you think about it, as you guys come into Silveras, you know that there's no fighting. It's kind of cool, calm, collected. And you just don't see like any like bar fights or anything like that. And you realize, of course, that something isn't right with Silveras. And anyone, I think, of course, that does decide to force violence, they will feel like the roots shift beneath their feet, kind of thing. Can I help you, madame? I'm hoping a little bit of sugar helps me a little bit overweight tonight. Here's the fruit roll-up ASMR, guys. But let's see. Oh boy. But yeah, that's where we are with that. So I always look for your guys' input. If you guys want to throw anything in the chat, go ahead. It is 7:58.
7:58? Wow.
Yep, you got 32 minutes before bed. My munchkin. Alright, famous slash known for. I'm gonna leave that up there for a second. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, so that's where we're gonna start things off on. Let's see. I gotta fix the lighting on this. Holy Toledo. You would think that my shaders and stuff is on. There we go. That's better. Holy guacamole. That was really hurting my eyes. That was superbly hurting my eyes, yo. Oh, excuse me. But yes, so, and then of course we have to figure out with Silveras, is it old stone or is it new growth? Now that the Necromancer King has kind of taken over, you know? All right, let's see. Okay. Oh. Let me see. All right, let me figure out something here. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Oh boy. Because what I'm gonna do is, for those that are not here, if they're not gonna put any input, I'm just gonna start making things canon. Left and right, up and down, and all around. You know what I means, boo-boos? I'm gonna take my lovely little dumpster fire notebook. My dumpster fire says, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." So, Silvaras, Thronovar. The town itself has up to 1,200 residents. Fluctuates between refugees, druids, and traders passing by or passing through. We're gonna unmark. We're just gonna unpin this. No, unpin the message. Thank you. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and say that we're gonna say it's a refuge of the quietly powerful, because if you think about it, they're quietly legendary. They're being quiet about they're quiet about the fact that they want to rebel and they want to fight the big bad and everything, and they want their world back to the way that it was almost a century ago. So for us, safe haven. For druids, hedge mages, and spiritual refugees fleeing Blackweld, because if you remember, Blackweld's a theocracy. Sir King. Many residents appear to be humble. And then I'm just gonna put an arrow and everything, and I'll put things like herbalists, woodcutters, things like that. Are retired adventurers. Spellcasters, lying low, and Okay. Now, are we under old stone or are we experiencing a new growth in Silveras? Oh, goodness. Plants, use their compounds. Okay, that's interesting. New growth. All right. What part of it is like new growth? Excuse me. Right, because even though it could be considered, if you think about it, we decided that the land was ancient but new at the same time, kind of thing. Do you think it would like represent like regrowth after like devastation of what happened almost a century ago? Maybe, something of that sorts. Sorry, excuse me. Let me drink my Olipop. Olipop, Olipop, Olipop. Bum ba dum bum ba da dum ba da dum ba da da dum. I can help that. Excuse me. So yeah, so with new growth, probably it's like representing like something like the devastation. Because if you think about it, there's so much undead like energy and such in like the atmosphere, and you'll see that not only do you also see like green of what you're supposed to see, but also like the deep blues, the purples, like the black, showing like the undead type energy coming through into the forest and to the homes and trying to take over. That's okay. No, I was just asking with new growth, like, what would you base it off of? Like, would we base it off of something like regrowth after, like, devastation kind of thing? Okay. Where'd I... Okay, there's my pen. My pen has a little heart for Valentine's Day. See? Little shape, little heart shape. So, new growth. Excuse me. Regrowth after devastation or catastrophe. I think devastation would be better. We could say something like the druids that pass by, maybe. Say that Silvaras sits where the land decided to like try to grow after such a great loss. If that sounds like a good idea. Okay. Okay. And then something like a good saying that you would hear in Silvaras is, all roots begin in Silvaras. Or, something of that nature. Something weird. Something off, I wouldn't say off-putting per se, but just like something there. It could be like their tagline or something, Okay, I need to not be gross here for a second, guys. Ow. Don't mind me. I had put a different nose ring in because the one that I was trying to wear was just too freaking heavy, man. I guess my nose is not built for the big, thick boys. All roads start as bone and dust. I like that one too. All roads started as bone and dust. That's cool. That's a good idea. I didn't want to look gross as I'm like just like whipping my nose ring out on camera. It would look really weird. And does Silvaras feel welcoming? As you enter this capital, does it feel like welcoming in a way? Like what kind of way would it feel welcoming if it does? Like would it feel like a social welcome, a subtle magic, unspoken truth? kind of deal. You know, that kind of thing. I would say it's welcoming in its own, like, Threnavar way. Okay. Let's see. So we could do something like, those who arrive with, the cruelty of, like, where they came from initially, like, for example, Black Wield. Um, if they felt like there was some kind of cruelty in their hearts, it's not that they didn't feel like unwelcome, but they kind of felt like out of place, maybe. It's like as if the land didn't push them out, but it's not inviting them in, kind of thing. So it's like a half and half feeling. So, like, you kind of feel welcome, but you don't think that you are, even though that the land is not trying to, like, the aura and everything, I guess you would say, of the land is not pushing you out. Is that what you're trying to, like, kind of describe there, Crystal? Okay. So, like, Silverus welcomes those seeking rest and refuge. Don't feel unwelcomed, but they feel out of place. All right, come on. The land doesn't push them out, but doesn't invite them in. Right, kind of like how you feel like you're being watched, but like no one's there. Right, of course. I feel that all hours of the day. Only because majority of the time it's like my children that are out my butt. Kind of thing. Oh, the kids got to get ready for bed soon. So, if we all agree to that, we'll make that canon for Threnavar. Okay, let me see. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, shit snacks, Batman. I made a boo-boo. I didn't do something. I did a boo-boo. You know what I didn't do? I didn't set up any channel points or any new commands or anything like I told myself and noted to myself that I was supposed to do before I started this. There we go. Oops. Yes, exactly. So while we're working on finish up Threnavar here, I'm gonna, fix that. And then I have 3, I think, for commands. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna do this here. Excuse me. Oh, ads are starting soon, guys. Oh yeah, of course, that's not gonna work. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. 10. Of course, I had to do this. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I should have been better prepared, but I'm a mom. I have hard times, stuff with this, was it? Faction safe house discovered. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh, they found the safe house. Why do I have that named as a command? What the hacky hack? The shadow have eyes. Okay. So we have 2 new channel points here. No, get out of there. Just open the dang thing. All right. There we go. We have all 3 of those created. Excuse me. Okay. Now, we've talked about Threnavar and Silvaras. Now we're going to go talk about Celeste Fall out of Thrisvale. And I just realized it is time for the boys to go to bed. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. I'm going to be right back. Excuse-moi. I don't want chat there. Remove. We'll remove the chat. Let's see. Let's put in a media source. Remove. Let's see. I think it is a media thing. Back from ads. Okay. I gotta go tuck the kiddos in the bed. I will be right back. Yes, exactly. You would think I would have something up here that you guys can like look at. Once upon a time I had something. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That hurt. Yeah, we'll put this down. This is session 1. It says session 0, but it's session 1. I'll be right back. Hope you all enjoy. Good evening, everybody, and welcome, so much welcome to Wednesday night, which is now the night where we're going to be world forging. I think is the right word. We're live. We're going to have fun with it. Let's go on in and have a little peeky poo on what we're going to do. Hello, hi, it is the Mama Bear, and we are live, and we're going to be having some fun creating a new world for my campaign that I am working closely on right now for a lovely little homebrew, if you will, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, so we're live. We're going to have fun. We're going to snooze that ad. I just missed it for a second there, but we're live. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing so good. If for some reason you can't hear anything or whatnot, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Like, I don't see my Discord in there. I don't see my other thing in there. And, yeah. So, let's fix that. We're just going to wait for a couple more people to be popping in. And we also have, I had to fix quite a few things recently, so it's a lot of mishmash right now at this point. But yeah, so we're live. We're gonna go have some funs. We're gonna do that in 1 second. I'm just getting all of my stream notifications and stuff out. So yeah. So we're live. We're gonna have some fun getting into this. So unbelievable hard. And why is my thing turning? I do not like it when that thing is turning. It should not be turning because I have all kinds of stuff. I have everything updated. I don't know why, but oh Malanta. It's gonna drive me insane. And then of course I didn't correctly But yeah, so hello everyone. Hi, it is I, the Mama Bear, and why is my stream doing this tonight of all nights? It should not be. It should not be. I have upgraded everything. And I mean everything has been upgraded. I recently got a new tower. I have fixed my internet, or so I thought, but my internet probably just hates me. So yeah. So we're going to get everything situated. It's just going to take me a minute here. We're just going to wait for others to pop on in, and then we will begin. Can I help you, Miss Rando? We have a Rando kitty. That we do. Random, I need to see my screen, and I can't do that with you right there. Random. Come on, Bubba. Come on, move, please. Thank you. I love her to death, but I swear she's gonna drive me up the wall one day. But how is everyone doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing very good. I'm getting my blue sky announcement out right now. Where's my... Can I post? Where's my thing? There he goes. There's that. I want to post something, my dudes. Oh my goodness. Can I not? Oh, yeah, I can. I'm blind. I can't read, apparently. No, that's not what I want. That is not what I want. I'm going to have to fix something with this internet bullcrap because I'm sick of this. Random. Oh my god. My cat. I love you, but you cannot be up there in my way while I'm trying to figure out this stuff. So let's go ahead and peek here. I'm just trying to get my stuff shouted out and trying to get everything going. And I can't if my internet's going to be a bitch. I don't know why it does this. I've upgraded everything. And will it connect to... Oh, come on. And I have an extender in my room, and you would think that with that extender, it would be great right about now. Is that any better? Probably not. I do not like living in Maine in the middle of winter. It blows so hardcore. Like, come on, really? Does it make like that much of a difference? You know? Like, come on, dudesies. Let's get the boot. Let's get the show on the road and everything. It's my internet. My internet is just being a little shit monster. Is what it's doing. Okay, I'm back. All right, Crystal. Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you. As being a little shit monster. Where was I? No, why? I was not here. I was here. I was here. Why? I was there. So we're going to talk about Thrisvale now. Let's see. Celestfall is what we're going to be calling this here. Let's see. Don't bind me. Don't mind me. Let's see. Copy this here. Don't mind me. I gotta put my tunage back on. Famous for old. Now we need to figure out, is Celestfall in Thrisvale, what is it famous for? Is it old stone or new growth? And does it feel welcoming? Is what we would like to know. Okay, let's see. So you know what? I really think with Celeste Fall for Thrisvale, it's considered to be a combination of ancient like stone and living memory, but like new growth in life. It's not considered like, despite there's like an ancient core in um around, I guess surrounding would be the best way to put it, in Celeste Fall. Um it's not really known, it's not really considered a relic per se. It's like a living, breathing like city of growth. So like they have like places for like the innovators, like the artisans, the botanist, as they work to cultivate different blooms and things that can help heal wounds or enhance spells when it comes time to take back control of Val'Astryx. If you think about the old stone, it's considered, it's like it the settlement, the Celeste Fall, yeah. Celeste Fall is considered to be like a settlement that's built around these old, massive, weathered monoliths, and have arching stone bridges that predate even the oldest Thrisvale has to offer. They're not just considered ruins. I'm probably going to say that they hum with like layered histories of what Thrisvale was before it became that floating island where people seek refuge. So, but it does feel welcoming, but it has its limits of feeling welcoming. So, kind of like in a nutshell, yes, it's both of stone growth, old stone and new growth. The atmosphere, I guess you could call it, is like welcoming with like that quiet wonder. And it's a place where history and new life, as everybody rebuilds from when the High Kingdom fell. How they try to make that balance where history of the old and new life can kind of come into like that coexistence kind of thing, if that makes sense there at all. So, that's just some stuff to think about there. I hope everybody likes that. That's what I have down. And I feel like with that new growth, particularly, there's things I considered gardens. I think about calling them like like sky bloom gardens, where there's like terraces that stand up like on a vertical sense, that have luminescent like flowers that unfurl, and they flower like year round kind of thing there. And then with like the old, I was thinking like we have like some ruins of like these old temples that were at like one point ancient sites of like stargazers, and mages that charted movement of like the cosmic tides or something, the cosmic space, if you will. So like there's that there. In a sense, it feels welcoming. but of course it's a quiet. It's welcoming with like that quiet wonder, like who's that person. You're being greeted by like the like elders or residents of this island with like knowing nods, and they offer insight before like before they even start making like the small talk. You're not treated as like a spectator, but you're treated as like part of the story, kind of thing, if that makes sense there. And then we have Blackweld. We have Gravenhold. I think I have. My brain, it's gone from one space to another tonight. Excuse me. Yeah, Gravenhold. Gravenhold. Blackweld. And we all know, I have a feeling that we're not going to be feeling like welcoming there. It's like, welcome to Walmart, get your crap, get out kind of thing. Let's me think. So with with Gravenhold, I feel like how I wrote it out in my notes is kind of renowned. They're outsiders like kind of fear for like these three things, and one of them is the codified faith, where it's the birthplace, where the capital itself is the birthplace of this rigid theocratic. I can't read my own notes tonight. It's that bad. Theocratic doctrine. Laws, of course, are carved literally into stone tablets and displayed throughout the city. Faith, of course, isn't a personal thing, as we know from last. And then, of course, the clerics that are in Gravenhold are known across Val'Astryx for the unyielding interpretations of divine law. Then, like, I'm trying to think the best way to put it. It's not like judicators, confessors type thing. Gravenhold, of course, produces the most feared confessors in the realm. They're inquisitors, essentially, of a holy power that empower to extract truth through like ritual, prayer, and like sentient pain. A lot of nobles in the other lands of Val'Astryx definitely think twice to not cross a Gravenhold judicator. Of course, as we all know, Blackweld, it's deep old stone. It's ancient. Gravenhold predates the Necromancer King by like centuries. It was already a powerful like theocracy when the High Kingdom fell. When the other cities around tried to adapt, Gravenhold endured, in a sense, making its doctrine flexible to survive conquest, but, like cruel enough to remain intact. Rare structures, of course, are considered rare. They would have to be built atop older foundations, symbolically to like bear the weight of the doctrine. Nothing is allowed essentially to stand alone there, whether it's architecturally or spiritually. I feel with Gravenhold, you feel that it's welcoming on the surface, but underneath there's no absolutely unwelcoming welcoming feeling at all. You'll see that as soon as you enter Blackwald, if you're part of the party, you see that the streets are clean. There's orderly processions. Services, of course, for those that are like that lower income bracket and everything. So, like, if you're part of that poor class, you have services available, but of course, prayer is required before you can obtain such services. You'll see like the guards and stuff on the streets as they do their rounds. They're polite and composed, but they're also very watchful of what's going on. And if you stay any longer, outstay your welcome, you're gonna see that things aren't what they seem. You're gonna see that conversations and stuff, things like that, stop when you enter a room. Locals, of course, speak in like rehearsed phrases. And then with each hospitality that you receive, or they receive, it comes with like the expectation of like, I scratched your back, now you got to do this for me, kind of thing. Visitors, I guess you could say, are welcome as long as they submit. Refusing to do so, it isn't punished immediately, but it's remembered. It doesn't do that much. I did write down a common outsider saying. Jesus, Alexa, you scared me. Alexa, you scared me.
Oh no, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm a staunch supporter of the first law of robotics, so scaring folks definitely wasn't on my agenda. What happened?
You said it was time for bed.
That must have been confusing. I don't recall suggesting bedtime. Maybe my circuits got crossed with someone else's conversation. Or you might have heard something from another device. Either way, I promise I wasn't trying to be your digital parent.
Thank you, Alexa.
You just made my day. I hope I can help again soon.
Oh my god. I just had a full-blown conversation with my Alexa on stream. That's awesome. Freaking love it. But the common outsider saying, I wrote down here, it's Gravenhold will feed you and house you and save your soul, whether you ask for it or not. Hey, my Hulk 01, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on into World Forge Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. We are discussing the capital cities of the 3 starter continents of campaign for my homebrew. We're going to be starting out in Thrannavar as our starter nation. Then we're heading up to Thrisvale, and then, of course, back down south to Blackweld for some dangerous activities, of course. So if everybody feels okay with that, what we will do is we'll go into the next slide. bear with me here. Usually I would have a chat poll, but there's obviously not many people in chat tonight. So I'll ask those that are here on what do you think. Thanks for the welcome. Nice. I'm taking a break from my homebrewing and thought of listening to others. Nice. You're taking a break from your homebrewing? Yeah. This is my first homebrew that I'm working on. I have done like other, you know what I mean? Like they're put together already. You just take it and go kind of deal. Prepare what you need to kind of thing. I've done those before and I was like, I'm going to have a knack in homebrewing. And I don't see it done often. We're going to take the chat and community, I should say, of Mama Bear Gaming. And we're going to create the world. At the end of all 8 sessions, for those that are here and participate and help us build the world of Val'Astryx, they'll get a cool badge next to their name in chat and get to be the such and such of like a lore keeper of Val'Astryx. So you're welcome to come in, sit, stay, chill out. Thank you for the follow again. If you want to check out the session notes for sessions 1 through 3, they are in the Cozy Chaos Coven, my Discord server. You're gonna want to look for D&D Crit Circle, and I love it how my Amazon Prime announcement comes out right after the fact. I think it's funny. So, but yeah, so I figured that would be kind of like a cool little incentive for like my community. Usually I have like quite a few people in here, so I'm also uploading sessions to my YouTube as well. Which can be also found here. I did upload the first session tonight, and then throughout the rest of the week I'm trying to get the others uploaded as well. But welcome on in if you need to. Well, I mean, thank you for following first of all. I do appreciate it. Every follow counts. And yeah, I mean, stick around if you want. But yeah. So we're here. I'm here. We're doing a bit of this here for a bit. But yeah. So I was going to in chat talk about like the city vibes, like with Silvaras. I can't grab my notebook. With Silvaras from Threnavar, we kind of consider them to be welcoming in their own way. It's kind of like, you know how you're in a room and it's like somebody's watching you, but there's like nobody there. It's kind of like that right there. So we need to know the vibes of Threnavar. Are they like a cozy close-knit? They arcane and unsettling? Or are they like decaying yet proud? And Silvaras has at least 1,200 residents because it is a refuge region, if you will, of Threnavar. So it fluctuates between refugees of like druids, hedge mages, hedge mages, clerics, those that are trying to flee from Blackweld, which is a horrible theocracy, and of course out of the reach of the Necromancer King. So they have that there. Many residents, of course, I have here appear to be humble, so like they may look like herbalists or woodcutters, but not deep down, but underneath that for persona, I call it the faux sona because it's they're playing it. Surprising number of them are like retired adventurers, Some are like powerful spellcasters, because in the world of Val'Astryx, if you are found or reported to be doing magic, the Necromancer King, who lives in the kingdom of Osirium, which used to be known as the High Kingdom, before he took over and everything, he will want to get his hands on you and either make you disappear or do these horrifying experiments that I won't spoil. Things of that nature. Things that Necromancer Kings will do. And everything. I personally think, and I usually set this as a poll, but like I said, there's not many tonight in chat, and it's okay. It's okay. Sounds like you watch Overlord in a way. Not necessarily. I don't know what Overlord is. So I am nerdy, but I'm not that nerdy. If you know what I mean. I'm a gamer. Like, I will play things like, what did I play last night? I didn't play a game last night. I was doing the prep for this tonight last night. Oh, the anime. See, I don't watch that much anime. I hardly have, like, enough time to myself and everything. So I don't watch a whole lot of TV, in all honesty. Or YouTube, or, I don't have a whole lot of time really to myself. I am, for those that don't know, I am a single mom of 2 kids. I work full time. I stream part time. I play a lot of different games like Phasmophobia. I've been getting into RuneScape Dragon Wilds lately. What else have I been getting into? Enshrouded is another game I play off stream. I do also a lot of cozy type stuff as well. So like there's Palea, Repo. I know it's not cozy. It is to me in a sense. It's chaotic cozy, I think is what I would call it. So you're saying you're a legendary goddess in real life? I wouldn't call myself a legendary goddess now. I will take that compliment though. Thank you. But yeah, so no, I do different things. I do like to play scary games once in a while. I'll even hop into some Dead by Daylight. I've played The Quarry. I've done all the Dark Pictures anthology. I have not played the new one. I don't think it's out. Is it out yet? If it is, I'm missing out, man. I don't think it is, though. It's supposed to be coming out, I think, soon. Well, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I do appreciate it. It's a lot of work. I will say that. My kids, of course, are in like the older bracket. They're 12. My oldest is 12. My oldest bear cub, as I call them, is 12. And my youngest bear cub just turned 8 yesterday. So they're becoming like independent bear cubs, pretty much. Because my friends that I stream on here, like I'll stream with like my friend Trixie, Delacour, and Soulblazer Mel, and Sea Bitch, and Culty, and Celeste, ex-Celestial Babe. They all call me Mama. They don't, nothing else, just Mama. They're like, hey Mama, what's this over here? Kind of thing. And the funniest thing is, I'm like, in age-wise, I'm like in the middle of our friend group. I'm not the oldest. I'm not like the baby. I'm like smack dab, like right in the middle. Kind of thing. So. But yes. So no, I have not watched any anime. I think the closest thing that I've watched to an anime, and I don't want to say I was made to, I was in a relationship with someone that would watch Full Metal Alchemist, I think it was. And like we would watch that. And that's the only like type of anime I've ever seen. My kids will watch like Naruto. What else is there? I think that's the only one that they watch Pokemon. I know it's not really much like anime, but you know, things like that. They even read like the manga and everything. They'll read the manga books as well. My oldest will. So, but yeah. But yeah, that's me. And of course, I have 2 cats on top of it. I have 2. I want to call them itty bitty because they're not itty bitty. One of them is, but she was the runt of the litter. I have 2 cats, so if you see any cats like that float around here in my desk area at all, that's just random Kitty and Sybil. So they're just floating around. And everything. So yeah, I like it. My life. I've always told myself I'm not gonna get into a relationship. If I do, I'm gonna get another cat before I do that. Kind of thing. I'm just at that point in life. It's like I like where I'm at right now. And everything. I like where I'm at. I have a routine and I keep to that routine. My ADHD makes me want to stray from that routine sometimes, but at the end of the day, everybody's alive, they're fed, they got a roof over their heads, clothes on their backs. It's all good. But anyways, Threnovar. Back to this. Because I went down a huge ass rabbit hole right there. Mind you, of course, I do have the mouth of a sailor. That's also thanks to my mom and everything. She's a road construction foreman, so her language is worse than mine. Like 10 times. Yeah, of course, no problem. So yeah, so Thrin-Uvar, I'm considering where they like to keep everybody, like, you know, I wouldn't say together in a group. I would consider it like a cozy, like close knit, between that combination of cozy, close knit, but with a combination of decaying but proud. Because if you think about it, like the undead, the undeath, that energy that's floating around and everything is part of that piece there. So I think that's what we're going to do with that. Celestfall with Thrisdale. Thrisvale, not Thrisdale. Get that out of my head. I would call it like an arcane unsettling, but with a combination of beautifully dangerous. Back, I need to just pitch to the instrument, but it sounds good. That's awesome. I used to be like sing and everything. I don't much anymore. I used to do some of that once in a while. I used to, before I actually like, you know, had kids and became like a slave to my job, my full-time job. I would go and ring announce for the independent circuits for wrestling in the Northeast. Um, so I used to do that. I used to be like, coming to the ring and weighing 230 pounds. He is the United States champion. And then I'd announce them and everything. Yeah, I used to do that. My kids will ask me, like, they like WWE music and everything. So, like, some of the songs that like, they like Finn Balor's OG, type deal. I'm lazy. I write songs and I use some AI tools for music making for fun. Nice. But yeah, so like they'll be like, hey mom, do Randy Orton's intro. And I'm just like, okay. And so I like clear my throat and all that kind of thing. Randy Orton's their favorite one right now because of where he's come back from injury and everything. So it's like, do that one or do this one, mom. Do you think you can do da da da? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Kind of thing. I like keeping my kids entertained. My kids like the fact that I can do Cookie Monster. Cookie. And then, hi, this is Elmo. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's World. I'll do that sometimes. And then, oh boy. I gotta try and keep it quiet because I live in an apartment building. So I have neighbors that way, downstairs, and above. So I try and keep it as quiet as I can. Doesn't always work out. But yeah. Ascension Discord, a song you might like is assigned for female gamers. Nice. I will give it a listen once I'm done stream. So do I have, I'm trying to think. I usually with followers, my ADHD is catching up to me. I don't have it, do I anymore? I just changed like computers because I got a brand new one and everything. I got a brand new computer and usually I will have like stuff that says like rules and everything just so like people are aware, like for new followers coming in, like, hey, we ask you, please don't do this kind of thing. I thought I did, but I don't. Just one thing that I have to add, and I have a list of things to add onto this PC, and I can't find my post-it note that had it on it. Makes me sad face. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to start that list again because I may have accidentally, threw it away. Another thing that we do here every Tuesday night, instead of prepping for like tonight, like I did last night, I only did prep for tonight as stream because of the fact it was Little Bear's birthday yesterday I should say, and we went out and celebrated and had dinner, and I didn't really feel like, oh, there goes a controller. I really didn't feel like doing diamond art, which was what was on the docket, but this is what I've been doing. My work husband at work, who's my gay best friend, he has two collies. And I figured for his birthday, I would do a diamond art of a collie dog. And I'm almost done, surprisingly. I'm really proud of myself with how far I've come with it. I think it looks adorable. And I'm hoping that I can still work with it. Because this paper is supposed to keep it so that it doesn't, dry out. But yes, so we do that stuff as well. And for those that are not subscribed, we do have ads starting in about 3 minutes. And then with Blackweld, with Gravenhold, as I call it. Gravenhold for the Blackweld. I make weird noises. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. Just don't mind me. Please don't. So of course we're Blackweld, where it's considered like this theocracy, this ruthless theocracy, based pretty much on religion. We're gonna put that religious but watchful, because that fits perfectly. It fits so well. And then I'm just gonna say that Celestfall, they're trying their best. It's Thurisvale is like a floating island that is hidden by some kind of concealment ritual or spell, that takes a lot of power to keep not just one island, but 3 islands held floating, but also they're concealed. So they're floating, above in the sky. They're like sky islands and everything. So I can show you what we have here. We did this at the very beginning. This was session 2. This is we created the map together in chat. So this is Val'Astryx, where we have Ashkoval, Blackweld, Kale Grove, the Broken Isle. Thank you to Chris Abbott 91 for that, of course. Culty, one of my dearest friends, wanted to have an island called the Isle of Irene with Brokeback Mountain inside joke. He made it canon. I had to make it happen. Then we have the Isle of Glass, where all of the black here is like obsidian, and the king of the realm has ordered his minions to go and mine the obsidian glass and use it for tools and weapons and stuff. Then we have Kismianthia, which is this neat little place here. Of Lunareth Isle is another one of the floating isles. Kale Grove is the other. And then we have Trisfale as the main poobah of them. Osirium used to be known as the High Kingdom of the White Pillars. I think I have it. And then once that fell, it became into this. Then we have Threnever with the Forgotten Forest. And then we have Silvaras right here. And then we'll have like Celestfall somewhere in here. And then Blackweld will also have Gravenhold entered in there. The rest of this we're not going to worry about right away. We're just mainly focusing on these 3 right here tonight. I guess that's going to be the start of campaign. I have like the map context. So essentially this is where we're going. This is how we're going to do it. Ta-da. Oh, wait. Where are we? Over here. I have been hinting at secrets all night, so I'm not going to touch onto that one just yet. Thurisvale is trying their best. I'm going to say that Gravenhold is a corrupt government. And Silvaras, I can't speak anymore, guys. I'm like spent. It's an honest honest place to be. Let's see. Now, we do have, we're focusing on our Threnavar, Thrisvale, Blackweld. These little dots are going to be like the locations for the capitals. But yeah. But yeah, so that's here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. And then let's see. Ad break is done. I'm back. I have another Zephyr mail. Zephyr, of course, for those that don't know in chat, especially, is it my Hulk, or do you prefer my? For those that don't know, that are new in chat, hello, again, even though I said hello a million times. For those that don't know, Zephyr mail between us two, mind you, she's like my bestie. Crystal is my D&D bestie. Okay, no problem. Just be prepared for me to botch any names, people, tonight. But yeah, so Zephyr is my best friend Crystal's orange male tabby, who we joke around and say it's my orange tabby Sybil's long distance boyfriend. So whenever my orange tabby will come up to here and will want attention, she'll meow into the mic. And Zephyr, you actually got to correct the first go. Nice. I feel happy about that. I feel proud. Yeah, so Zephyr will go like looking around, I guess. And then she'll send me pictures of the sweet child, the sweet boy, and everything. So, and he's stuck his tongue out. That's the cutest thing. Yes, he looks for her. Like, hey, where's my woman? Kind of thing, you know? He's like, hey, where's my lady? I heard her meow. I cannot find her. Where is she? Kind of thing. But yeah, Crystal, of course, is one of my moderators. I also have two more, Trixie Delacour and Soulblazer Mel. They are currently, I think, in a game with, I think with Seabitch tonight, I think. I think they are. I think all three of them. No, there's more. I think Colty's in there too. So, meh. Meh. Kind of thing. That's all I care about. I like playing Minecraft too, but I couldn't tonight, guys, because Wednesday night is for this. I can play Minecraft any old time that I want. I can even play it on my PS5 now. It's so great. I love it. I got a PlayStation 5 for the kids for Christmas. And then, quote unquote, said it was from Santa. So, But yeah, I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla last night on it while they were building Legos because I told them that they can't be on electronics before bed. So they decided to play with Lego, which I have no problem with. But yes, I do like the Zephyr pictures, and he had his tongue stuck out. Anyways, back to these cities and tension points. We do need to know, as a chat poll, which I think I can actually do right now, considering that there's more people in chat. Considering that there's more people here, I'm going to do a poll. Who holds power? And we'll put... Wow, can I spell tonight? Silvaras. Not Silvaras. Silvaras. And then we'll put something like military, a merchant guild, religious order, and then a criminal network. Now, mind you, some of these are going to be a little bit chaotic. Sorry if I didn't repost it. It was listening to my Goliath anthem I'm working on. Nice. We're going to be doing a chat poll for each of my locations here to see who holds power in each location. I also have channel points for those that would want to redeem for smuggling routes for each region. We have hidden checkpoints, faction safe house, discovered. There's also canonize this, cosmic oopsie. There's all kinds of other cool stuff in there related to D&D, especially with the World Forge Wednesdays as well. So if you have anything that you want to make canon, we do have a canonize this. That's where unfortunately Brokeback Mountain came into play, thanks to Culty. He wanted to canonize that. And then we have the roll, just for funsies, because we all like to roll the dice. Oh, I was too soon. I was too early. That was not a good roll. And I just wait for it to go up here. We both fail, I know. Oh, look at that. Look at that, my. Wonderful. And then also in our channel point redemption, we have, you can claim your daily cookie, your daily coffee. You can redeem a tarot card. You can change my dragon light color back here. What else? I even have things like this. Because it's a thing in our group. So yeah. Because whenever, yeah, it's a long one. Yeah, so whenever someone plays that, it's because whenever I raid people, they'll be like, Mama just raided me, kind of thing. So it's kind of that inside joke within the community. So I have to have a Bohemian Rhapsody. I have to have something Queen there and everything. So we do have a couple minutes of who holds power in Silvaras. Once we get that decided, we have to figure out who really controls it deep down. So we can say, like, the military of Threnavar. I'd have to come up with a name of it, or we would have to come up with a name. If anyone would really want to name the military for Silveros to Threnavar, be my guest. Be my guest, be my guest. Please name that thing. I don't know anymore. I'm usually, if you want me to make you a Bovard anthem for you, I have tons of points left. That's nice. A Bovern anthem. Oh gosh. That's neat. That's something different. 'Tis something different. So get your votes in, everyone. Hurry, hurry, hurry. But yeah, if you want to, hey, that is up to you. If you want to do that, that is totally up to you, my dude. My dude, my girl. Yeah. So if I call you dude, don't take it the wrong way, guys. I'll be like, my dude. And whatnot. So Silverus is gonna be having a power hold with their military. Does anyone want to name said military? We are all, I'm a dude, she's a dude, he's a dude, we're all dudes. If you get that reference, you're in the right friend group here. Crystal gets it. Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? I love that movie, man. I grew up with that shit. Ooh, Order of the Silver Knot. I like that, Mai. If you want to, you can redeem your canonize this. And that would actually make a whole lot of sense too, because Silvaras. I work in a call center, so I'm like headset on in my ear, you know. I talk all day. Pretty much. When I come here, it's just like blah, 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 blah. Like gibberish, pretty much. The gibberish, if you will. So military. We're gonna canonize that as Order of the Silver Knot. Tell me you're ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. Go first. I have this. I have my little handy dandy notebook that I scrawl stuff in. That you're gonna love. My front of it. The dumpster fire is my emblem for the year. And then I have never better. Ooh, crest is a blue Starfield banner with a silver Celtics Trinity. Ooh, I like that. Oh, my pens. For fuck's sake. Why do you stop writing when I'm in the midst of something? I hate it when that happens. Oh. Hey, Fire Monkey. Hi, hun. Hey, Mom, I just wanted to give you a quick update real quick. Then I'm probably going to go take a nap or go to bed. One of the two. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, I see the surgeon tomorrow, so I'll find out if I get to get your staples out tomorrow from your leg. And then I'll find out if I get to start seeing the person who's going to do the prosthesis for my leg. Nice! I hope all goes well for you there, Fire Monkey. I hope you guys have a great session, have fun doing D&D, and I'll let you know more. Of course, my dear, keep me updated. Go ahead, take a rest if you need to. If you want to just be in here lurky turkey, that's fine. We're just going over border cities and tension points. And we also have a new friend in the community too. We have My Hawk 01, who just followed tonight. They're also home brewing as well. They're just taking it to break. Tom has brought Christmas ornaments of the dumpster fire with different stakes. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna give up on these frickin' pens here. Blue. Where is it? Huh. Huh. Blue Starfield banner. Silver. Celtic. I know what Trinity Knot is. And then family honoring and duty is their Trinity. Okay. Honor and duty is their Trinity. Okay. But then of course you got to think of it, who really like runs the show as well, if you know what I mean. You know how we have like the military. Oh, who I have it written down. Where did I have it? Do 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 do. Boo do 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 do. Oh, that's right. We have the Rootbound Conclave. Actually, you know, like of controlling things. Their leader is a female leader. They know to take care of war orphans. Okay. Okay, right on, right on. Alright, alright, alright. Respect my authority. Later, take care of orphans. Woo! Yes. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to add for Silveras before we go hop into Thrysville to Celestefall? You had it popped in your head, Crystal, and I said it. Respect my authority. I'm so sorry. BRB, that's not how your song generated. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Alrighty then. Alright. Next. Hello, this is why we work well together. Our ADHD are friends. I know. It does. Who holds the power? And so Celestefall is Thrysvale. And we're still gonna do the same thing. I wouldn't want to do military again. I'll do this stuff here. And I think I have the word, the name for for their, like, council, if you will, for Terisvale. Didn't we agree with Terisvale as the Arcane Council? I think is what we agreed on. Let me pull up the notes. I have the notes saved. Discord, where are you? Discord, you're right there. Here we go. So that's a new friend in chat's names. Crystal. Jeebus Christ. My Hawk. I love that name. It's neat. I love it. I love that. Don't mind me. I get really weird. By the way, for those that don't know, for our new friends, of course, in chat, on Sunday, February 1st, we're going to be finishing Frozen Sick, which was supposed to be a one-shot turned into a two-shot, which I don't mind that happening. Let's see, Throne of our Terisvale. Yes, the Arcane Council. It's based upon like a bunch of mages. You need a brainwash. Yeah, I think we all need one. For those that don't vote, I'm gonna vote for you. The problem is, because I'm the problem, y'all, LOL, is well established. I have a power issue and I have no control over. I know. It's not your fault. It's your power's fault there, Crystal. Nobody knows how to drive in Mother Nature. No, of course not. Of course not. Generated nice. Cool. Cool. Let's see. Terisvale. We have the Arcane Council. That's in control. And then we have the Merchant Guild. Epic. How cool. How would you like me sent you it? What would the easiest way be, my Huck? I'm writing, don't mind me. Just a link. So, yeah, if you want to do the same as could you put it in a DM for Discord? Put it in that one and I can listen to both of them that you sent over. Merchant Guild. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Give me names. Give me names. Merchant Guild. Arthur the Loophole. I don't know what that was. That was a big gob of spit that just landed on my keyboard. The nerve. Oh no. No, that's not what I want. You'll see my ADHD like coming out towards the end of the night. I mean, it doesn't fade away, in all honesty. It's kind of like sundown syndrome. Just saying. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I like for a merchant guild, I have two names that I'm thinking of. I have a list of them because I go through things and I write names just because. Let me know what you want fixed or how much I can do with singers except for. It's okay. It's all good. Even if it's instrumental, I really don't mind. If you can hear what I have already going, it's all instrumental stuff. As far as I know, I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, I will listen to it. I will get back to you about that as well. So the names that I thought of the Merchant Guild, I was thinking of two. I have the Third Ledger, and then the Root and Rune Exchange. Root and Rune. Because if you think about it, with the Third Ledger, I could make it so like we don't know where the first two went. You know, kind of thing. So the Root and Rune Exchange for the Merchant Guild. The Third Ledger. We don't know where the other two went. They just went poof. That would be a... Oh, God, dude. My brain. The Third Ledger. Making it canon. Going once. Are we going to make it canon? Going once, going twice, 3 times. I could used to do that too. And we got 25, 25, 25. We got 30, 30, 30, 30. Yep. I could used to do that. If I really wanted to, I could have gone and done the auction house probably. We're sitting here for this beautiful piece of... for $10, $10, $10, $10. 15, we got 15, we got 20, we got 20, we got 20. A runic scales on top, an open ledger with a quill and scattered coins. That sounds epic. Dude. That is freaking good. Sorry. My brain is short-circuiting. I am so sorry. My brain short circuits at night. It's terrible. It is. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible, terrible thing. It's what happens when I don't get enough sleep. I need some chocolate. Yes, I know. I finished all my chocolate, unfortunately. I finished my chocolate before stream. All I have is Oreos that are not safe for a Crohn's stomach like mine is. So, if I want chocolate, I would have to settle for gluten-riddled Oreos. And I would be in like so much pain for the rest of the night. Okay. And then we also agreed that the ones that really control it are the Arcane Council. So like we have Merchant Guild, and then we have the official, I guess you say the official we already agreed on when we did the third session. The third is like our arcane, the the third the third arcane, the arcane council, and like the merchant guild. We can work with it. Um, Gravenhold, Blackwold is known as a theocracy, and I have it down as the Emberlight Radiance. I've written so much shit down the last few days. Anytime I had ideas, where did they go? In the book. In the book, God or Goddess. We haven't gotten that far yet, to be honest with you, the God or Goddess. I think that's next session. I think where we get into the gods and goddess. I'll find out at the end. At the end, I like give like a little tease of like what's to come next week and everything. Yes, so the Emberlight Radiance. Do we really need to do a poll for Gravenhold? Because most of the homebrew I'm working on right now are deities. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's I think that's next week. We go into like gods, goddesses, and stuff like that. I'll have to take a look at my schedule. I don't have, the sad thing is I don't have the schedule book that has like, okay, this week we're discussing this, this, and this. I'm going to go in detail like I usually do, like bullet points, and then I create this lovely little like overlay over the weekend or like on Monday after stream or before stream kind of thing. Do we feel that seeing where they're like some kind of ruthless theocracy, would we want to just list it as a religious order on who controls it officially? Or do we want to put it to a vote and bring in like the criminal network that actually controls it? So like we have like the religious Emberlight Radiance, and then we'll have like this criminal network that actually like really controls it, kind of thing. I think that would be like something interesting. And then like that criminal network is like what's the word? I wouldn't say embezzling, threatening or something. The Arcane Council is the puppet to this criminal network kind of thing. With that, would you think that would work pretty good? I think, honestly, I think it would be a good idea. I'm trying to think. Let's move to a vote. I'm curious to see what you guys think. There could be a cover. Yes, it could be a cover. It could be a cover. I have the notes here. The Emberlight Radiance, who claim to be the last will of the gods, is what I have listed as a generality. That's pretty much. Faith here is mandatory. Silence is suspicious. Curiosity is dangerous. Blackwell is known for the divine law as violence. Their inquisitors and sanctified legions are infamous for cleansings that leave entire regions purged of any and all arcane practitioners. Let's see. Yes, I think that, or you can make a cult who following a believe in a newborn deity. That is true because 99 years ago, is when everything changed, when the High Kingdom became Osirium, where the big bad rules from the top of his throne and forces out his shadow. I call them shadow lords for now. I don't have an exact name in mind for like his servants and everything. His like his sheriffs of each region and everything. Like they're assigned a different region. I don't have like an exact name. So for right now, I'm just calling them shadow lords until something like strikes me and everything. And the deity appears as an innocent child, and her followers act like overprotective parents. Oh, and then it's like once somebody sees that deity, like an innocent child, it's a it's I would call it like in a childish form, and then it's like all like hair over the face, and it's like looking out and being all real creepy and everything. It's like, hello, do you want to talk? Or do you want to play? And it'll be like, yes, kind of thing. I would like to see like some kind of like, let me see if I can do it with my main. It's like, I probably can't. A small humanoid light, so it's like looking over at you kind of thing. My hair smells really good though. Sorry. I put a leave-in conditioner in the other night after I washed it really good, and oh, I love it. It smells so good. I'm supposed to get like all the knots and things out. I need my thingamabobby. My thingamabob? I've got 20. No, I don't actually. I don't. A small humanoid light. Oh, so kind of like a child, and like its aura has her aura is like a light around her. She's technically a child born from fallen essence of the fallen gods of light. That would make sense because the Emberlight Radiance, the theocracy that's we call ruthless in our community, they claim to be the last will of the gods, essentially. So we can make it like a criminal network, religious cult type thing, where the criminal network is that cover for the Radiance, and part of that ploy, I should say, take it whatever you will, is the cult part of it, where it's a small humanoid light. She's the god's heir that the embers are trying to snuff out. Right. Trying to think here. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, so what I was thinking, the Emberlight Radiance is trying to snuff out. So kind of like a Civil War-esque, if you think about it. Have the criminal network, the cult. If she becomes known, they lost their power over the masses. That sounds really interesting. Yeah. We'll do that. Emberlight Radiance, and we'll put verses. What are we going to name this cult? What was it, the cult's name? Did we include that? What are we going to name this cult? Newborn deity. Oh my god, my pens. Is it the curse of the pens tonight? I swear. Um to be a child. Okay. I swear, my pens don't want to write for me tonight. Um Deity. Alright, let's see. She then will, which Ember claim they are. They have no official name, only. So if there's like a rumor going through Blackweld, but within the region of Gravenhold, say like if it's say like that the marketplace, there's this supposed cult, if you will. Say like, I don't know their name, but just it's something is named that. Child. Picture a child being payload to Dawn, Father Greyhawk, and Sune, the Forgotten Realms deity. Ooh. Ooh, that's an interesting blend. That is a good think of it. I could think of it, a good picture in my head. And she's warmth of the sun-loving embrace. Yes. Okay. No name. It's a symbol is what I wrote in my book here. Oh my goodness. Ember lights. Their power. Okay, let's see. They name her followers, they can be tracked down. A symbol is easily to be placed around without the authority noting. That is true. That is true. What would that symbol be? That secret symbol? Would it be like the circle of like sun with oh goodness, with like a rune or something in the middle of it maybe? I'm just throwing out ideas at this point. Okay. Let's see. Phoenix wings and a heart. I can see that. Phoenix wings with a heart. So like kind of like have like the heart in the middle and then have like the phoenix wings like out and everything. Now, would we want them like straight or would we want them like bound around so kind of as if it's like protecting? It's like you know how they like furl like birds, particularly owls like furl like wings kind of thing. Like would we want to have it like kind of like semi like in a circle instead of straight out kind of thing is what I was thinking of. That's what I was, that's what stuck in my head right there. Or like have one wing kind of like gently up like this way and then this way kind of thing, and then in the middle be like the heart there. No, come on. On each side of the flaming heart, swing out, stretched yet folding, welcome you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for wording that. I'm trying to like figure out how to like, trying to put it like in different positions and kind of thing. I'm sorry. I have a horrible mind sometimes. Oh my god. I'm weird. Colors are soft glow of pink, red, and orange. Oh, excuse me. In an embrace with colors soft glow. I like that pink, red, and orange. Do you think I could spell orange today? Nope. The followers wear those colors in various ways as a symbol of resistance. Nice. Come on. Okay. All right. Now, do we want to add like any smuggling points or any hidden checkpoints throughout any of the three regions that we've gone over? Yet the symbol is woven and weaves those on the clothes. Okay. Or in the clothes, I should say. So that way they can go to like whatever, like meetup place or whatever, and they can just, yeah, here's my symbol kind of thing. What if they got tattooed somewhere? It might be a bit dangerous though. In all honesty. That might be a bit dangerous. Might be a bit dangerous. Maybe they can toss and burn to hide who they are. Yeah. Crystal, where did you go? Crystal? She disappeared on me now. Again. That's okay. Yep. Ouch. Okay. Oranges. Okay. Okay, let me see. Anything else that we want to add into this here? Do we want to include, picture how the fish symbol was symbol of Christianity back in the day and how it was used to mark hidden places and was easy to hide? Yeah, I remember that. So kind of something like that nature. In that aspect. Kind of thing. Kind of ting. Yeah, that'd be a good idea actually. Now, do we want to move onwards? Do we want to add like any smuggling routes that have been revealed at any aspects? Any of these locations? Or any checkpoints, faction, safe houses discovered? If not, we'll go on to like, I don't think we have that many slides left. I don't think we do. At least. I don't think we do. Because if not, what's this? This would have been if I had to go put kids to bed, but they've been in bed for a while. When discovered by church, they are. Hold on a minute. Where to go? There we go. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. That's my bad. I didn't know what was. I couldn't remember what was next. When discovered by church, they are burned, and followers are beheaded. So the clothes are burned, and then the follower beheaded. Okay. The symbol, I should say, is burned. Because they're ruthless bunch of fuckers. Follower beheaded. And that symbol is burnt. I love how I'm like writing and then putting arrows to things I've already, described in a sense of my thing already. So I don't think we have that much left, I don't think. I think that there it covers a majority of it all. Right there. Let's go here. The starter town! Woohoo! We're going back to Threnevar. We get to go to the starter town. The starter town! Woohoo! I love the starter town. I love being able to get to create a starter town. Now, I did have names. I might need help here. And ads are starting in 3 minutes, folks. And the safe houses are found. They are purged in fire, and the captives are burned and beheaded in the flames of purity. Okay. So what we can do is we can use that as a safe house, like discovered. Redeem here. Altars, safe houses found. They are purged with fire. Fire. And captives are burned. Yeah, beheaded in the flames of purity. Okay. More secured safe houses are often hidden right under the temples. Yeah. Okay. Now for the starter name, I've included a couple so the starter town, of course, is essentially where we're going to start campaign in my homebrew. I have some names here listed. And then I'll have you guys like vote on which ones work best. Well, I wouldn't say work best. Duskmire. Right, and we're gonna start her up. Start up. Those are the names that I come up with. I was sitting on break today at work, and I was like, I gotta come up with names for the starter town. And I'm like, yeah, I have to figure that out. And then we need to know if we're going through a cozy haven, a scrappy frontier, a religious refuge, or essentially a trade stop. After we figure out a name. And break is coming in. Ad break. Get your ad break here. While we're doing break, I'm gonna BRB. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Welcome back from ads. Whew. So I did include, so is it up to me essentially to name the town? Because I'm just going to pick one. I am just going to pick one. So let's... Srenover. What cultural? That's what we're here to decide. Is I tried to come up with the name. I just liked so many of them, so I added them into a poll. But it's okay. It's okay. I will say that the town itself, I think I have written down. I don't really have, that's what we're trying, that's the next slide that we're figuring out. I kind of did this a little ass backwards. I do like, Bramblewick and Ash Willow. Those are the two of my favorites. I figured with Ash Willow, it would be, it would sound like it was a gentle yet resilient, and it was lived in, well lived in kind of thing. It would feel like a place that welcomes strangers cautiously, but in a kind way. If that makes sense. I kind of like Ash Willow. I'm using Celtics and Gaelic Elven fusion for one of the countries I'm working on. Nice. I was looking to go a bit like Celtic in a sense, because I am personally, I have a bit of English, Scottish, Irish, and Ash Willow has an almost romantic feel. Yeah, it's kind of, I would kind of consider it to be like that first hearth, like romantic feel. I think that would probably be the town I would probably have my players come back to. Nice. Yeah, my mom's mom came over from England in 1970. And full-blooded English, mind you, like 5'0" English woman. And everything. I miss her every day, though. She's no longer with us, unfortunately. She was like my second mother and everything growing up. So when she left, it was just, ugh. It took a little bit. But then I have my second favorite town name is Bramblewick. It's kind of like, I consider it like a cozy, like hedged in. It feels like small yet defensible and communal, all in one go kind of deal. It's a bit more rustic than what I would think of Ash Willow in a sense. If that makes sense there. Yeah, we can have them as neighbors. Like, hey, yeah. We can have two starter towns. If you want to fall in love, go over to Ashwillow. If you want to have a more rustic welcome, come on over to Bramblewick. You know what I mean? Sorry. We'll have the crick. Then we'll have Bramblewick, and Ashwillow. Those will be the two. Okay. Now, why do people come here? To fall in love. For Ashwillow. Oh, Jesus. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ooh. What the heck are you eating, dude? Sorry, someone in one of my other DMs. I got distracted. Yeah. Hi, Randall. You can see me, baby? Come here. Come say hello. It's okay. Hey. Okay, come here. She's like, no, fuck you, Mom. Screw you. Screw you and you picking me up. It's my gray tabby cat. She's a little goofy girl. Huh? Are you a little goofy girl? What? I can't pet you? I can't love on you? My cat. One of them likes to come and visit while I'm working at my desk or streaming or gaming. Huh. Hi, do you like to come sit with Mom? She's like, whatever right now. She's mad at me because I picked her up. She's a good kitty, though. She's a good girl. A good random. And this is how I will side note, if you guys, you will call me the crazy cat lady because I have shout outs for both of my cats. We have Random Kitty has hers, and then Sybil has hers. So yeah. Sybil's my orange tabby. And whatnot, so. I'm a crazy cat lady. Not crazy, but you get the idea. What you doing, Bubbles? Hi. I'm a girl. One of the town. Yes! One of the towns has a cat cafe. An old-timey, like, cat cafe kind of thing. Huh. Where they come and have some ale or something, have a cup of tea or coffee, and pet the kitties. Yeah, she loves the pets. Yeah, she's a good girl. Sorry, she's over here being a little Miss Distracto, and I'm here for it. This is her reminding me, like, hey, Mom, it's almost time for bed. You gotta wrap this up. Like, soon, kind of thing. That's what they'll do, both of them. Huh, both of them. Oh. I hear one jump down. And the cats can be like the sacred. Yes! Like the ancient Egyptians. Hi, Sybil. What you doing, Bubbles? I know, she's right up here. I'm sorry. Do you want to come say hello? No? You want to walk off? Okay. Let me see. Starter town. Starter towns. Ash willow. And then bramblewick. And there's a creek in between with a sanctuary underneath. Built, hidden between the two towns. Okay. Cats being the sacred animal. What are you looking for? Are you looking for your sister? Random? Hey. Random kitty. Hey. Talking to you. Oh, is that good? Is that the good spot? Is that a good spot? Is that a good spot? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, she loves the scratches. You're such a good girls. Good kitties. Yeah. Good girls. Yeah. So Ash Willow. Ash Willow. I would call Ash Willow like a very druidic, protective type, small town. It's gentle yet resilient. Feels like a place where strangers are welcome, but cautiously and kindly. What are you doing? She's out there if you want to go find her. Sorry, I'm talking to the cat again. That's my bad. Bramblewick. Just small and defensible. More rustic. Let's see. It took a small Irish village built in the ruins of an old castle. Oh, that's interesting. Hi. Be nice. She's there and gone. I say be nice because sometimes they'll get jealous of one over the other being up here. Otherwise, they get along. Let's see. Okay. Looks like a small Irish village. That's another game I have to play. Not on stream though. In the ruins. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like I saw those the ruins and everything. So there's that there. Yes, so I would have to say like one would have like a population with a couple hundred maybe each. Because they're close knit and everything. You know what I mean? Now we can have one as like a excuse me, sorry. We can have one considered as like a cozy haven. The hidden sanctuary is where the remains of an angel sleeps. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I choked on air. Holy shit. That was bad. Oh god. Or a home of group of playful goblins. I do have goblins, I think, in Threnovir. That or I think that's in Kismayanthia. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I like coughed in everybody's ear just now. Oh, it's a cat. I'm like, I heard a noise. Let's see. Ashwillow. I'm thinking Ashwillow teaches they're not elven, they technically half elves goblins who ran away to be free from evil of goblin race and got stuck in the region. They're technically half elf goblins. Nice. That would be an interesting mix, in all honesty. It's like a hybrid. You know what I mean? Let's see. Mix of elf goblin hybrid, small green and overflowing with cheer. Yes. We're making that canon. Hi, Sybil. Hi, Bubbles. Come here. Come here for a second. Go say hi. Hi, baby. How are you? She decided to come up and see me for a second. Here, now it's official, he says. Now it's official. Hybrid mix of elf goblins. Small and green. Overflowing with cheer. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna give this the frontier description, and then cozy haven. Now, why are both of them two places still standing? What the heck? Hi, girly pop. What you doing, babies? I know, Mom put it high up so that you can't get over there. I'm thinking that the reason why it's still staying, oh goodness. Staying standing. I'd have to say, oh, excuse me, sorry. They are the hob elf, the secret. They secretly use nature magic to make the fields of the two towns bountiful harvest for the town's leader protection. Oh, the hob elf. They're the hob elf. Oh, what are you? Oh, I'm a hob elf. I could just see it in the tavern table. Oh, tell us about yourself. What are you? Well, you say with sass. I'm a hob elf. Need to say it with sass. Oh my goodness. I'm a hob elf. Oh my goodness. I think we have one more. Yes. I have not done the commands, so do not do any of the commands. We'll just do a canon this BS. Bull stuff. Balhunky. Baloney. I'm tired. So tavern creation. What are we gonna name the tavern? And the tavern, or are we gonna call it the Cat Cafe? What are we gonna call the Cat Cafe? And it's gonna need a signature drink and a nickname. What are you, foul demon? Hob elf replied. Who, me? I'm a hob elf sucker. What are you? Foul demon. Hob elf replied. Who, me? I'm a hob elf sucker. I don't know. I need some sleep. Jesus. God help me. And hit the person with the fish and run off laughing. Oh my god. That would be the perfect NPC, dude. What are you? And then have the NPC hit a player with a fish and run away laughing. Oh, Bubba's, what's the matter? You gonna come up? Come on, I'm gonna pick you up. Thank you. Oh, thank you, my love. Hello, it's okay. Put that tail down. Oh, shoots. So, instead of having a tavern, we're gonna have a cat cafe where our players meet for first session. It's okay. Hey, it's okay, baby. Hi, it's okay, Bubs. Yeah, he's showing off. What would we want to name the cat cafe? The Cat's Cauldron Tavern, the symbol of a wooden cat with a witch's hat and a cauldron. That's cute. I like that. As I'm holding one cat right now. Hi, my loves. She's my familiar. She knows me too well. She knows at this point, she knows that it's close to time for Mom to be wrapping up. Hi, baby. This is Sybil. This is my gorgeous orange tabby cat. Orange cat behavior, population her. I will say that with a passion. Yes, you are the definition of orange cat behavior, my girl. Sitting in a cauldron and owners are named after your cats. The owners, Random Kitty and Sybil. I love it. I can understand with the Sybil. I would need to figure out something for the other one. Because Random Kitty probably wouldn't work that great. Catfolk. The Catfolk. The Catfolk Tavern. There we go. I like that one. The Catfolk Tavern. And then the symbol would be that wooden sign of a cat with a witch's hat and a cauldron. I was also thinking I have a list of NPC names. I just gotta find it. Yes, because I am that kind of person. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's see. No. This one? I think it might be it. I'm it. Please hold. No, that's not what it is. That's not what I wanted. That's the one I wanted. And if you have the race of beast folk, they can be felines or they could be cats who were once familiar but polymorph into humans. Nice. Let's see.